I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. With that, let's get you out to Silicon Valley, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, as we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago is currently loved their 49ers.
LA Rams versus the San Francisco 49ers. Here comes the Rams. And here comes the home team, the San Francisco 49ers.
Charles Davis,
I'm going to give myself a drink.
Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league. No one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led by their quarterback, Jared Goff. He grew up just across the Golden Gate Bridge in Marin County.
Nothing like being back at home, even if you are the visiting team, right? You have some familiar faces in the stands, probably got a chance to visit with some people beforehand, maybe a little bit afterwards, but bottom line, he's there to do a job. He's there to try and win a football game. But he's from Nevada, right, California, which is the same hometown, ironically enough, of Chargers head coach Mike McCoy and one of our producers in the truck.
And Brady.
They get Brady.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And that's right here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of this caliber who runs like this early because it'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Goff will hand this one to here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there.
1 yard.
That's about as
Second
good as a
and 11
linebacker
coming
can
up for the
diagnose
Rams.
that play, isn't it?
It certainly is, and what he did really well is that while he was diagnosing, he got his feet in motion without actually going anywhere and taking a false step that he had to make up later. He read it, got his feet in motion, and then he just took off and made the play.
On second and 11 now. Goff gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee.
Still
Looking
down.
for the completion percentage with no gain. That'll be third down. The headshots here of the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, here's
Down, pass, 3 quarters. Fires.
And it's
And it's
incomplete.
incomplete.
And it's incomplete. excellent work defensively brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're back up to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
Here we go. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 18. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Give him 5 on the carry there. That'll be second down. And these are the guys we're about to see down on the turf in just a moment.
Joe Staley, the left tackle, one of the most respected players in the league, as well as one of the most talented.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of the tight end. So we got 3 and 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Third down.
The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Aaron Donald's dimensions were talked about big time when he first entered the league. Many called him undersized. Now they just call him all-pro.
13 inches.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Working from the gun.
Yeah, it's incomplete.
That'll be incomplete.
14 inches coming up for the Niners.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on fourth down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. JoJo Natson back deep for the Rams. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams are going offense here.
Here comes Jared Goff in the LA
on the
Rams.
field, here comes Los Angeles. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now it's gone.
Jared Goff.
But he gets this one just shy of the 40 down
Incomplete.
at the 30
Second and 10
line.
coming up for
First
the
play of the
Rams.
drive, a success,
No,
19
first
yards.
down.
I think it all came together there. In breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to
That
move the
was a good
sticks.
catch. I thought you dropped it. Standing at the computer screen, not the TV.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10.
Here we go.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Nowhere to go that time.
Nowhere to go
He
for
maybe got a yard to the 40.
second down from the
And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Jaworski Tartt came out of Sanford University in Alabama. and he is a guy who's an absolute flash at the safety position.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
So they're not here he
Goff
goes.
going to hand it to
Hands it
Gurley.
off. Go
He
down.
gets 3 yards there on the heels of the
3
1
yard
yard
team and
pickup.
5
Sets
third
up
and
3rd and
6 for the
6.
Rams coming up.
Thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The throw is gone. And Woods has it complete. But he will have the first down as he's brought down
First
near
down,
midfield.
Rams.
Goff to Woods as the
Robert
Rams move the
Woods
chains.
with
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Got back
Now
to goal.
first down throw, gone.
And he's taken down.
Swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
4 yard loss on the play. 2nd and
Able to
14
drive
coming up
for
for
loss
him.
of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensive with nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Right there.
And it should be the final play before the quarter ends. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A shotgun snap for goal, and that's incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack
3rd
on
and
first down,
14
then they force an
coming
incomplete
up
pass.
for the
Now they're
Rams.
just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Got back to goal. 5
He's going to dump
and
it
then
off
4th
the
down.
And they do get this across midfield to the
4th and
49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in
Now
the
the
air, you're
Rams
thinking
are
wide
gonna
receiver,
put it
tight
away.
end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Right? There
The
goes
San Francisco offense getting their
Jimmy
last-minute
Garoppolo and
instructions before they
49ers
take over
back
here.
on.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On first down,
Dropped it back to goal. 5 and
and that's going to be
incomplete.
incomplete. Too tough to hold on.
Second
to that
10
one.
coming up
Second down.
for the
Nice
49ers.
play there, forcing completion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive
And
teams.
he's taken down.
he goes. Back at the
8 with the sack.
Nice Hager. Leading the
Third
surge
and
there as he
16
drops it
coming up for the
loss of
49ers.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third line, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Camera
Yeah,
should
you
be
do it in a
coming
big way. What
tomorrow.
else do you have to look out for? More pressure
So,
coming at you because it seems to
This
be
might
working
be
pretty
the
well.
last live stream.
After the sack, they'll come up now,
From
third
the
and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try to get some space.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Going underneath,
And
it's
it's
Coleman.
fourth down.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's certainly playing down the distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit,
Jared Goff
everyone
and
talks
the
about
Rams
converting up
back
third
on
down, how big
offense.
that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things
So
on the
the
sidelines.
defensive
What do
team
we need to do
and
to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So good field position for the Rams as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard
back
line.
to go. Barnes
Now the throw
needs second
He's
down.
got it to start the drive. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up the second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. The play fake to Gurley. Now
So
going.
back to those Barnes in the first down range.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up the chains.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there is they were able to connect. On first down, it's Gurley. Down to 30 after a gain of 3.
Gain of 3 on the play.
They try to
Second
quick
and
hitter
7
inside, but
coming
that
up
one
for the
swallowed
Rams.
up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last one got 3. Now here's second and 7. They run out of the shotgun. Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Giving 4 on the carry, that'll make this a third and about 2.
And that's one of the reasons you love to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Third and
Got
2.
back go. And it's intercepted. Here, go on. Go on. Inside.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down, and not giving up the pick six, because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shut down off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And San Francisco gets set to go here. This is their third drive right now. Maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
There we go.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal, 49.
Here we go.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here for this game. Now a throw to the end zone on first down.
Second goal.
Incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Touchdown, Niners.
Emmanuel Sanders, there to make the grab. As his guys are first on the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, it's tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Going with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And here comes their last time they like to emulate. The first they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive,
let's see if
that
they
does them
can
no
tie
good
this
to go
up
back and say,
before
well, you had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now back to go. 5. Gone and it's second down.
Complete to Cooks. This will be
Second and
stopped
2
about 2
coming up
yards shy of the
for
marker.
the
8-yard
Rams.
gain, 2nd and 2.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Back
To
to
throw
go.
again on 2nd
5.
down.
First down,
And
Rams.
find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One thing
There's
should
a
hope
minute
for when
left
you
to
run
go
drag
in the
routes, you're able to get a
second
receiver in
quarter.
stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage
Time out.
after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Goff now.
Goff back to throw. And it's incomplete.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd
Those
and
passes
10
out
coming
that
up
far
for
line always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Goff
To the
back
air
to throw.
again. Goff.
5.
Looking
Incomplete.
sideline, incomplete.
3rd
Defensively,
and 10
Charles, they
coming up
continue to
for
really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Goff back to
Throwing
throw.
again is gone.
5.
This is caught.
It is caught. First down.
Now the
Rams.
Rams will signal for a
Timeout.
timeout
Rams.
their 2nd as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Tomorrow's game will be the Dolphins
Going
against the
throwing
Chiefs.
again. Bananas Higby, the tight end.
I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league.
2nd down
So
coming
even though
up
he
for
caught it,
Rams.
couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd 7 coming up for Rams.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again.
Goff back to throw.
Going for the
Fires.
deep ball.
Incomplete.
Incomplete.
3rd and 7
Good
coming
effort
up for
there, trying to
Rams.
take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe when we look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Johnson
And it's first down
He's
Rams.
corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down LA.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So I think they're going to kick a field goal.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt.
Up and
this
let's
one
go.
is ramped down Broadway.
7-3.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal. Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the
6
half.
seconds left to go until halftime.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Going to happen.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even
They're
run a
taking
screen,
lead,
you know,
and
something
now it's
that feels
halftime.
somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's
So
what
it's
you usually
all
run in this
down the
situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Right? And it's going to be 49ers ball coming up. Williams has to kick it away.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. It's a run by Coleman to start the third quarter. And he is met in his tracks behind the lines of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw.
Ball back to his fires in the first down.
Open, complete. And they get it down the mountain before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
And there's a conversion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here we go.
First and 10 coming up. Here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on first down.
Taken down. Second down.
They'll get a couple up to the 44.
Second
In the first half,
lead.
he was
Coming
held
up
in check
to
on the ground,
the
but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Play fake there to
Drop
Coleman.
down back to goals. 5. First down. Niners.
This is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 36.
George
Such
Taylor
valuable commodity to have a tight end who
catch.
can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field.
They are in Rams territory. First and 10 coming up for the Niners.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. To throw is
Garoppolo back to throw. First down.
Inside the 15 before they
George
grab it.
Kittle with the catch.
23 yards, the final tally.
Almost not fair. The big guy ran the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who could handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Here we go.
Right. First and 10 coming out from the Niners.
They'll run on first down. Coleman.
And touchdown Niners. Coleman with the touchdown.
13-yard touchdown run where the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And
Goal
that
line,
was
take down the extra
14 to
point,
3
and that
Niners.
pushes the lead up to 11. That time, a 6-play drive. And Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And they'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 23. From the gun, here's Goff. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Goff, he gets it to Gurley, complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Goff, a quick throw complete to Cooks. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Out of the gun, Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
All right, and I'm back. Incomplete. 4th and 17. Coming up from the range.
So out comes a field goal team now for the
11
second time here
seconds left
today.
to go in the
It's
football.
officially a 55-yard attempt.
And the kick is up.
And he's going to miss this one. That is
Missed
no
it.
good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
2nd and 7 coming up for the Lions. And now the 4th goal.
Back down here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the
Last
lead as
quarter,
well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Here we go. 1st down completion, only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And he'll go down inside the
1st
45.
down,
Before
9.
going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On 1st down, it's Coleman. 10 yards on the pickup there, it'll be 2nd down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try to finish off the game.
The Tyler Kittle has it on the left
1st
side.
and goal for the
Trying to
Lions.
stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit up with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. It's Coleman here. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line, and so get a yard
Second
about the one.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you want to without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal from the one. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the one. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Third and goal. This LA Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Looking for the gun. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And a 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the three. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, gap points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 1st and 10, Goff. The Woods has a good play. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need two of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
So second and inches after that first down completion. We're just shy of the marker. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Goff now looking to throw. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Goff now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Had no command that time, man. They put a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now let's go.
It's intercepted.
And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver. And Alan Charles is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 back to 45. They begin the drive with Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Their first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They will run again with Coleman. Now he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
49ers, they have to kind of
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So Goff and the Rams down by 2 touchdowns. A little over a minute and a half remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Go.
Trying to shake off the interception.
back to the third and the second.
Here to his running back. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5 up to the 25-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff punching them on.
Fires. First down range.
Curling as he drops it off for his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down LA.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Goff now to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? You give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time is going to run off the clock.
Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. Throwing again on second down. Goff. And that will be incomplete with the clock down to 13
seconds left.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing again is gone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Nine seconds left to go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Goff back to goal. Fires team. Complete. And that was good.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
And they're going to take a knee and
From the 36 now, 1st and 10. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do
the
it.
Niners are going to
So
move
the
on and
victory here
face the
for San
Philadelphia
Francisco.
Eagles.
It was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it's an adjustment, whether it's just more focus on what they plan to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
And tomorrow's game will be the Miami Dolphins versus the Kansas City Chiefs. See you tomorrow.